Hello.
Joveth, I'm Santiago. We're doing the broadcast number.
We're doing it.
All right. Okay.
This is number. Oh, you were asking which number?
Yes.
I think this is number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah,
all right.
number
We're doing
5.
broadcast number 5. And I see that you try to insert the cool music of the broadcast in a very specific moment that, like matches some immediacy, like when we put the title card for the broadcast.
It's basically when we screw up.
All right. So we're going to do it now. Did you do it? Maybe not?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. It might come up. All right. All right, so broadcast number 5.
Number 5.
Yes, this is April's, right?
April, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Spring is here. Doesn't look like it today, but spring is here. Bunch of cool news, but we thought that this edition we will talk a little bit more about the store because it's been 20 days since we opened the store, and I've been very busy as a shopkeeper, helping folks and enjoying Pioneer Square, right? Joe is not as much.
No.
He doesn't do shopkeeping.
I don't do anything.
We'll get there. All right. So I think we're going to be talking a little bit more about the store and like where we are and what we want to do.
Yeah.
But before we do anything, I think it's important to do our tradition of Kid of the Week.
No, you skipped over our other tradition.
Oh, banter?
Mandatory banter.
Mandatory banter. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Okay. So how was your week?
Oh, it was pretty good. Yeah.
All right, I think that's good. That sounds like good banter to me. All right, so let's move now into my week was also good, by the way. Thank you for asking.
I didn't really care.
Yeah. So maybe let's just go to Kid of the Week. I think that's the proper thing to do now with this.
Yeah.
Next time we don't do this live.
Okay.
Like we'll edit the thing. All right.
I'll make sure to edit it.
Okay. Good. All right.
Also, I was kidding. I did care.
Yeah, you did care about that.
Yeah.
It was a good week.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, back to our broadcast, and we're gonna do Kid of the Week. And Joeth, I want you to start. What do you have?
This first thing is actually something that I bought purely because it was cute, but it also is practical. So it's a little vacuum that looks like a robot. Has little robot eyes when you light it up.
It reminds me of
Wall-E.
Wall-E.
Yeah. So
Well, it reminds me of Eve. Wall-E does.
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually does a pretty good job, especially if you're working a lot with pencils and you're erasing and all the marking. It does a really good job for the desk.
Hey, hold on. I do have.
Okay. So there are the pencil shavings, and let's see a live demonstration. Wouldn't it be embarrassing if it didn't pick it up?
Oh, it did work.
Ta-da!
That's a great result.
Really good, especially if you have a messy desk. Oh wait, there's more.
Okay.
I'm gonna sand his this wooden desk down. He's gonna get mad.
I'm sold. All right, what's next?
Next one is I like binder clips. It helps keep your pages in your notebooks closed, and I do a lot of ink swatching in my notebooks, and I like having them closed to do that. Mm-hmm. So I bought these really cool antique-looking binder clips. I forget from where. It might have been Amazon, but I like their old-fashioned sort of look, and they do the job really well. So that's that. And then my final one is also a little old-fashioned. This is a blotter, an ink blotter. So when you're writing in a journal, and it's mainly used because when you're writing with fountain pens, it takes a while to dry. And if you want to expedite that, you just go, and then it's dry. You'll see some of the ink on there.
I will need some of that for my new notebook that it's so smooth that some of the ink is definitely not like drying as fast as I would want it to dry.
The worst part is when you're writing and you're writing really fast and you have a really good idea and you want to go to the next page and nope, you can't. You have to
be patient. I think there's a feature to being patient with your writing as well.
It's true.
Like you want to slow down your brain, I guess, a little bit.
It's true.
To get to, better ideas.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're better, but at least,
Agreed.
Go at the speed of your writing. Yeah. Nice.
That's fair. Yeah.
So we got those 3. Nice.
Yeah.
My turn?
Now it's your turn.
Okay, so the first one is my Wingback Journeyman pen. And that one, we actually offer in the store. But I had a customer come in a couple weeks back. Not even that, but about last week. and she was looking for a pen that has no click, but it's fidgety. So you open and close by twisting this mechanism, and that's how you get it like that. But it's quiet enough that I think you can fidget a little bit with it without making an annoying clicking sound. The pen is really good as well, and the refills are, I believe, Parker style or Schmidt style, which you can get anywhere. That means that you can just keep refilling. The weight is also really good.
Yeah.
So like this pen a lot, so maybe you want to show it there for what you consume.
It reminds me a little bit of the, you know, the Pilot Vanishing Point, how it clicks really loud?
Yeah.
So they have the LS model that
That
does the
is
same but twists,
Yeah.
so that you don't make that loud noise.
Yeah, so it's a nice fidgety thing. So it made me think about this customer who wanted to get the
Nice.
less clickety noises.
Yeah, it's pretty hefty too.
Yeah, the next one is actually a book, and I felt like as a stationer, I wanted to get some inspiration, and there's this book called 84 Charing Crossroad, and the book is literally just the exchange of letters between a writer in New York and an antiquarian in London. Mainly one of the employees in that antiquarian store, like antique bookstore, sorry, and but sometimes other folks from the store talk to them. So I don't know, I find it fascinating, and like every page is just a short letter, and there's just the back and forth, and it's very, very quick read. So I love that. Also, I'm using one of the humdrum bookmarks that we sell here. This is the little bacon one.
Nice.
They've been fun to get, so I'm using the little bacon. Makes me hungry every time I read. So 84 Charing Crossroad, that's a fun book, quick book, and I think it's a good gift because it's a quick one to read. I've always thought that if you give somebody a book, you better make it readable. So don't, in search of lost time is difficult unless it's a very cool edition. So yeah. Then last one, I've been using at the store every day, convincing my customers to use a tray to put the items they're purchasing. So I used one of our own Penco trays that we're selling, and I just remind people to put their items in the tray. Penco trays are excellent products. So I'm glad that I'm using one every day now for all the customers that we get.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Penco tray.
For all you knolling enthusiasts, these are great.
Yeah.
Let's put our stuff there.
Awesome. The last one, I won't go through it because I have another video about it, and I'm kind of discovering the features of this notebook. I started a new working notebook for the shop. My Carta Pura, I ran out of Carta Pura pages last week, so I got a new notebook, and we have this in stores, the Edit notebook. Few lessons from it that I'm kind of trying to figure out which is the type of fountain pen ink combination that would work well for it. I've realized that it's really smooth. It works really well with a regular pen, and some fountain pens work well, but for others, they take a while to dry out. Hence, I might need a blotter.
The ink blotter, yeah.
Yeah, an ink blotter. So we'll figure that out. So yeah, that's the last one, the Edit notebook. So I think it's time to. Oh yeah, go for it. What I like, by the way, about this one is like it's super bendy. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like you have like a little pile of of paper that you can do a lot of work, and you can rip the pages off as well. So you can go quickly through it as well.
Very cool.
Nice. All right, I think that is all for Kid of the Week. The last thing I wanted to mention, though, is starting in the next broadcast, we're going to start getting guests for Kid of the Week. So if you are interested in sharing the tools that you regularly use and you want other people to consume them, let us know. We'll love to get your stories, and if we can either arrange for an in-person quick interview, we'll just set this in the store and I'll interview you very quickly, or we can do it also via like a Zoom call or something like that. We can also figure that out. So anyways, Kid of the Week, we want to get guests talking about them. We already have a couple of guests lined up, and we'll take it from there. All right, so new products.
New products.
Okay, so here at the Outpost, we have, if you watch one of the previous video, you see me sending Valentines to my favorite stationery shops out there. One of those stores is Goods for the Study in New York, part of the McNally Jackson bookstore chain in New York City. If you go to New York, visit Goods for the Study and visit McNally Jackson's. It's a really fantastic place to visit. I think there's a video of Patti Smith talking about how much she loves stationery, and that's what she's talking about, that she loves stationery by being a good for this study. So anyways, with that, one of the products that we brought was one of their notebooks, and we're gonna have more coming in, but we have their lined journal notebook. So lined as in they're lined journal, so you can kind of write your day to day, but also they're lined with beautiful book cloth, so they look very kind of appropriate for any bookshelf.
Yeah, these are pretty sturdy.
Yeah, they're sturdy,
Covers.
they're good. So we got multiple colors and 2 sizes for these journals. They look great. I kind of love these notebooks. And then the other product that I wanted to show, there's a bunch of new stuff, but we kind of also want you to come in and discover, this time is Lamy Pico. And look at this tiny, beautiful thing. This is a pen, and it's a click mechanism. So you click on it, and it expands into a more regular size for you to write.
Oh, that's super cool.
That's fun, right?
Yeah.
If you want a clickety pen instead of a non-clickety pen, like I said before, then this is actually a pretty decent fidgety pen
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, awesome.
It's fun. Very cool. And you can also check out our Instagram for the new products. We also post on there as well.
Oh yeah, like for example, back there we have the carrier. I think we announced those recently.
The high capacity cargo carrier from
Penco.
is that High Tide?
High Tide Penco.
Yeah, High Tide Penco. The same company.
Yeah, good stuff. All right. What's next?
Next, we're going to talk a little bit about your experience with the past 20 days in your shop. And we're going to do a little walkthrough.
Yeah. Let's do that. I feel like there's some like cool stories that we can talk about, and what we've learned. What I've learned so far, like starting a shop here in Seattle and just selling stationery, becoming a stationer, as I say.
Yes.
So let's do that. Let's just switch and kind of walk people through the store, and that'll be fun to
Let's do transition.
Right. So is that your effect?
That's my transition.
That's why software still exists, because that's not a good transition. But okay.
I'm going to keep it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You'll let it. Yeah. Okay.
We're chatting about the fact that the store has been open now for 20 days.
Yeah.
And obviously, you're all set up now. We
Well,
didn't.
setup. There's work.
Yeah.
I was mentioning stuff to you before, like this area over here. We're gonna make a kind of a sticker wall. So if you see the pegboard, we kind of want to put some pegboards here in the same color as the background. I make it a sticker wall and kind of other feature stuff, right? So there's a little few things that we need to add, so we're not 100% done, but I don't think we're ever going to be 100%. We're always going to try to evolve and match,
Right.
what we see, how people consume the stuff in the store, how they visit us, and all that stuff.
Well, speaking of, so now that you've been open for a while, what are some of the items that have surprised you in terms of like what has sold well in here?
Yeah, okay, so number one is the panorama note. So you'll notice that I only have like one color here, which is this. It's quite beautiful too, but it's like a tan color. Almost all of my inventory of this one has gone, and this is called the panorama note, and it's kind of an accordion-like notebook. And the grid is just big. I don't think it's going to be visible from there, but it's kind of this bigger type of a grid. May or may not be visible. And so what happened is that for the stationery bar, and let's just go there very quickly, let me show you. For the stationery bar, we have one available for people to try out. And a few people, what they started to do, that I think is what's really selling it, is that they started to write draw little drawings, beautiful drawings in my opinion, inside of the notebook.
That's cool.
Which is kind of part of the intent, is to have like a little vignette in each one of the squares. So people have liked this a lot. They like how it's featured, and then how you can start collecting stuff on it.
You could also kind of use it like as a daily, art prompt or something.
I think so. I think it's more like a little art book for like traveling and sketching. And yeah, that one has surprised me. I didn't expect that one to sell as it's selling. We're getting a bunch more. They don't have a lot of colors, but we just need to refresh the colors, because we definitely ran out of some of those colors.
What was the brand again?
It's the Sikigu Panorama Note. We have a bunch of other Sikigu stuff, but this one in particular is doing really well. That has been quite a surprise for me.
Nice.
So other stuff that has sold, this one really surprised me. No, okay, let me take it back. It did not surprise me because it's beautiful items. I just thought that they were not going to sell as fast as I thought, and that is the washi tape from Pegushi.
Oh yeah.
This is just beautiful washi tape, and it comes with like a little example. Like this is here for the store, but it kind of shows you what it's in the printout for the washi tape. And let me put it this way: if you look at the cubby itself, I had almost half of this cubby just fill out 20 days ago of washi tapes.
I know. I set it up myself.
Yeah, exactly. You set it up exactly, and it's almost gone. It's really just a few left, and we order more, so they're coming in. But I did not expect that to sell as much as I thought it would sell. So
It's
that one was
beautiful.
a big, pleasant surprise.
I mean, like, look at the detail on that. Like,
It's beautiful. Yeah,
You know
the little
what?
gold. What's the word? Like,
emboss.
but not the emboss also, but it's also the. Should I forget? Gold foil kind of
yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't
You-
think it's gold, but it's that's the.
Usually with washi tape, it's sort of like, it's like an afterthought or like it's a border, but these, they really make it like the main star of the,
Yeah.
whatever you're using.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I also knew that greeting cards were going to be popular because people love greeting cards. People do, but they have purchased a lot of these other greeting cards. So I ran out already. I have to go and get a few new ones. These are the linoleum. This is Northern California. They design in lino cut and then they reproduce them in like regular letterpress, letterpress like a regular printing machine. So this has been very popular, and also the Just Because with a crow. This is from Pier 6 Press. They are based out of Bremerton, so they're neighbors. So that's been pretty popular as well. So I'm surprised on how some of these green cards have been, like, yeah, people have really enjoyed those.
They're actually really gorgeous. I don't think I've seen these before.
Yeah, we won't have a big selection, but the ones that we bring in, I mean, we want to make sure that they're special. Like they're either this very cool vintage style, or like risograph from Bremer, like from Washington State, or lino cut art from North California. This is actually wood cut, like hand printed. So these are from Carta Pura. Like we have a few products from Carta Pura. This is an actual wood cut print. So
Very cool.
not just a reproduction on a machine. So like those, they always have something special. And we want to make sure that that's how we treat greeting cards as we go. So that has been also quite popular. The stationery bar has been quite popular, but we're not talking about that just yet. But it's, I'm very happy and proud that we invested in having a space like this for the store, so people can try and do the stuff. To the point that I'm taking pictures of some of the nice, things that people have done and post them on our Instagram page. Because I think it's worth sharing some of these, fun little drawings and writings that people have in this space.
What about the opposite end? What about some of the things that you thought were going to be really popular and you're just like, well, never mind?
I mean, I think there's always been, like, I think I've sold at least one of everything we offer in the store. So far I'm not stuck with anything like, oh man, nobody's buying this. So I'll tell you an anecdote, because we've never intended to fully sell it, although we can sell it. So we have all these boxes from Sikigu that we use to kind of, help us complete the space, and we think they look really great. I have them at home to do the job of a box, right? Because let me just bring one down, make the point. They're, like this, so you can just store your stuff in here, like notebooks or magazines, stuff like that, right? So they are a proper box. But we have them, here is more decorative. We can sell them flat, or we can sell them assembled by a master box maker, but we don't really offer them. Then I just decided to make a little price card and just show a couple, right, of the pool boxes. And then I started to sell the pool boxes. So it was not intentional, but then we started to sell it.
Why not?
Yeah. So that one has been pretty interesting. So these we've sold, but I think we could do a better job at telling the story of what these are for. These are little folders that you can put your own paper on them. So especially if you want to use loose paper, or if you want to do like a more flexible type of notebook, you can use this type of covers to protect the notebook.
It's also, you could use it almost like a clipboard, right?
Yes, it's kind of a clipboard, but it's some people get like leather bound
Yeah.
things for their notebooks. This is like a, let's call it more practical, a little bit more, I don't want to say businessy, but designery way, I guess, of getting to that point.
And despite the big bold name on there of Creatives Verhalten, it's by Laconic, which is a pretty popular Japanese brand.
Yes, they're not German. They seem German, but they're not German at all. We have that. The Toyo toolboxes are always popular. The one that is the most popular are the big toolbox.
Oh, these guys over
I'm
here.
out. I had a yellow one, and I'm out of all yellow, so I only have 2 left, and those are the navy ones.
Those are the ones that open up and they kind of fold out, right?
Yes.
Those are cool.
Yeah, they are pretty cool. I mean, I think that's it in terms of like the things that sell. Oh, one last thing that I've realized that is way more popular than I thought are the Marks pens. These are the Days. Beautiful colors. We already lost two colors because we just ran out of them, and people just bought the tester as well, and they just walk up with the tester. So we're down to those colors. We may get them back, but it's going to be like mid to late July. So it's not exactly like they're going to run out. We also run out of other Mark stuff, by the way. I'm down to the last cup of the Tool Le Jeu everyday pen. It's a wooden barrel and a very thin point for this roller ball. It's kind of a gel pen.
Do you think people are coming to buy them because of their marks themselves, or they just really like how they...
I think once they come and browse and check everything, they realize like, oh, this is something that I enjoy. So we let people try every note, like every pen. We have them here. So once they realize that they really like them, then they just keep them. So those have been so popular that I'm almost out. I don't think they're going to come back for a couple of months. So we'll see. There are new pens coming in though. That's the good news. So every time we're going to get new pens, Pentel is going to be the next batch that we're going to get. So we're going to get a bunch of V-signs and design pens from Pentel, which are always good.
Yeah.
I think Obama used to sign with Pentels. Or I just made that up. Let's pretend that Obama signed with Pentels. Yeah.
Now, you kind of touched on this earlier, but have you noticed any difference in terms of shopping trends with people who are coming in physically versus people who are buying online?
I feel like I don't want to answer the question, but not to be coy about that. I don't want to think about it as a shopping trend, as just a transaction. I think so. There's a big reason why, like, we ended up making a physical store for the Outpost, and it matters to be in the same physical space with the items that you want to work with. Like you wanted to understand the tactility, the feel of what you have. And I'm not going to denigrate online because we also have an online shop and people buy online, and there's a method to buying online, mainly based on recommendations. So there's that. But I think there's the difference not on the transactions, but on how people experience it is huge. Because here people, they experience the space. They get to talk to me directly, like human to human. We have that sign over there that says made of atoms. Like we are, like really our bet is about being in a physical space and being present. So I think the difference is not necessarily on the transactions, but it's more about being present, and there's a little bit of intention in that. So that that has been the difference. People just come here and like we were talking about the Marks metal before, and quite a few I've sold just because we have and let's just not show the emails of other folks. But
we'll blur that.
Yeah, we invite people to sign up for the Substack, and then I have a Marks pen there for people to sign up. So they just grab it and write, and they go like, oh, this is nice. And they come back and check it out, and they're like, oh, I actually want one of these pens. So that happens because you have the chance to really try something, to feel it. And that's the whole idea of the sales process here. So my take is about like retail coming back to being present in a space and experiencing the space and experiencing the items that you want to buy. So it's less on just transactions and kind of the visual simulation, but also like the stimulation of being present in a place.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Now you just showed us a little bit like what's behind there. That's in that display case.
Oh, this is waiting for lights. Not these lights for sure, but we're gonna get some lighting and we have some cool stuff here. I'll tell quick notes about this. First, we have the Tom Studio pens. They're also doing quite well. People like the idea of being able to use their own fountain pen ink, but then treat it as a fine liner, and that's what the Tom Studio pens do. You know, the Ren and the Lumos, that's what they do. So we have our collection here of Tom Studios. We have also a small collection of Kawiko products. So a lot of people already know Kawiko and they'll just come in and we'll show them what we have. We don't have a lot, but we prefer the metal ones and then some of the special editions. So we show them the pens and they get to try them as well. But then right here, what we have, and I love, is the very beginnings of our art collection that we're going to place over there. So this is original art from a customer. I think they came over either the first or second day we opened the store. They came over, we had a conversation. This person lives in, I think, Minnesota, and they were just visiting Seattle. And it's like, hey, I'm an artist. And with a prompt, I told them, like, hey, can I see your art? We checked on Instagram. And I am a big sucker for like 50s styles, you know, kind of slightly avant-garde-ish art. And I found this piece that he had. So he sold it to me. So this is the first piece of art acquired by the Outpost stationery that we're going to show, right? So we have it here.
That's great.
We also have collected some sketches from also an artist here in Seattle. And we're gonna also show them as well. So yeah, I'm very happy that we have that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You know, having been open for 20 days now, like what has been your favorite experience so far, like of having the physical shop open?
Yeah, oh man. So this has been, I've loved it. Because I had no experience on retail. This is all like my first retail job ever has been to make this store, you know, and make it available for people. But I think the best part of it is that every time somebody comes through the door, I can recognize that we belong to the same tribe, where we appreciate having access to analog tools, you know, for ourselves. So it's always been, I just love how people first enjoy the store. They go like, oh, it's very nice. And I appreciate that. Like, thank you. Also, thank you to the people that helped build the store. That's very important. The architects and the contractors and the furniture makers that make tables and all that stuff. So that's been great. But just like when somebody comes in and you realize that they get excited about similar things you get excited about. So you know you're kind of on the same page. And that's been great. And everybody who has visited has been nice and kind and welcoming, and we want to keep that going, you know, like be as nice and kind and welcoming as we can be. So yeah, it's a space for everybody and we enjoy it a lot. So that's, I think, the most pleasant thing, yeah, that we've had. Yeah. Hey, thanks for that. So it's been 20 days and we've been in what I call soft opening mode. Mm-hmm. There's still a few little, you know, wrinkles and things that we're figuring out, a little bit of decoration that we want to set up. So we're going to keep doing that for maybe a couple more weeks. What I'm looking to do now is that, first we want to invite some friends. So for the 25th of April, we're going to do a meet and greet with the Seattle Pen Club.
Yes.
Right? So there's a registration link that I think we're going to have on the video.
Yeah, so we'll have a link below. You have to be a member of the Seattle Pen Club. We won't have proof or anything like that, but and then from April 25th, 11 to 1, we're going to do this open house where we'll be able to talk to people, to members, and kind of get to know people in the community. Yeah,
and one of the features of the store is we have lots of surfaces for people to come and do their analog work. So, like, look, for the folks at the pen club, we're
bring your fountain
pen. We'll have lots of paper here, test what works and what doesn't, and we kind of will take it from there.
Yep.
Yeah. The other thing is then on May 1st, fingers crossed and knock on wood, we will do our grand opening, or at least we will start our grand opening. We already have people just coming into the store, which makes me very happy. But we'll do a proper grand opening. We're talking with the folks from the Pioneer Square Association to do like a little ribbon cutting and stuff like that. And we will have some kind of little gifts for people who come on that date and maybe the next couple of days as well. And I'm very likely we're going to do like a small, let's call it, I want to say raffle. I don't know if there's a better word, but we're going to have a nice gift for people who come over to the store. You don't have to purchase anything, but you would have to register somewhere so we can like get your email out of a pool of emails. But so it'll be like registration and stuff like that. So yeah, like we are going to make our official first opening day on May 1st.
May 1st.
That's Friday, right?
That's May Day, yeah.
May Day, yeah. Now I think about it like, okay, I'm not going to talk about, that's like a political day, right?
No.
No?
May Day is like, announcing it's the beginning of spring.
It's the beginning of spring.
Yeah.
Fun day. Okay, cool. And with that, I want to thank you for watching. I also want to thank Joveth for all the help he does and help us build the community. Thank you for everything you do, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll be doing the next one soon. So can we do a 2 in April?
We could try.
We can give it a shot.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right.
If you have any like content or any ideas for things that you want us to talk about, just let us know in the comments.
We'll keep at it. All right. So thank you again for watching, and remember to think on paper. All right.
Bye-bye.